Let's settle for the details now. Take a moment, think of your favorite meal. That goat meat soup, chicken stew, and pork kebab. And if you have a sweet tooth, the chocolate and red velvet cake. Now imagine not being able to taste any of these savory and sweet bombs. That is the daily struggle of Vincent, who suffers from esophageal stricture. Thus, he can only eat and drink through a tube. His life hangs in a balance, and he needs surgery to correct the defect. JoyNews' Samuel Kojo Brace's report.
I supum pam nanam pubayamam. Obacribiam trying po. Po uncle. Anande mende syringe, marching. Namdam pano dum de afa. Supini.
How ne de wife a bebre on podding yanko ponadum masisia or down with one. On no oka kitty be nanka we.
The doctor and BBR no chatter or there pass the way no where demo operation will be here $3,000. Which is $3,000. Now on no be 2 years in you.
Vincent Atobra, a 25-year-old looking half his age. He has been feeding himself through a strange means, the use of a specialized syringe. He's done this for the past 3 years.
Me true today no. Ntume men ebanimbia insu fufu banku ntume men ade a oyelo kwetide ti na koku mkote chede defa tupini India for tupini moto koku ti omina ono anam defa.
He has been feeding like this because he suffers from what is called corrosive esophageal stricture. Thirsty for water, he accidentally drank what looked like water but turned out to be caustic soda.
Namko school timfi school be no na is comedy na kacham na nande kacham na nande no is comedy no kacham de nko valentine na nsusu na misebino ti nko valentine na misebino no na adeneshi mimi to shi mimi na mitim wana wombe no misam de ambasam na wesi nam kade nsukwamne demno na mbesa nomi sudana nomi
nte cover no chere ona na kada cover anda na ye wonsu si hona soda so si nchen but they who difference
chedebi nsuna sudano oye pepepe unikala.
After he drank the caustic soda, he recovered after receiving treatment, but his throat constricted again 3 years ago.
One more hospital. Hospital now got another friend. You quit. No one more no. Bibia to 2 year ma. Nam did him 2 year Bibia. Nti children as also. Albans said, or shall see beam.
Vincent says all effort to get this rectified have yielded little result. His quality of life has reduced greatly. Vincent hungers to once again eat through his mouth, just like everybody. For now, even drinking water is impossible for him.
I supum pam nanam pubayamam. Obacribiam trying po. Po uncle. Anande mede syringe matching. Nam dampano dum de afa tube ni. Memicha ni tube na kasa made. Me hunde me efunu. Habaso. Tube na no che. Some me dida ndid bankuma onko bundu wejina which means there my effort.
Vincent is an orphan living with a grandmother. His aunt Tewia tells me but for the grace of God he would have lost his life long ago.
Nana na otenenche no ontumi nye edwuma papa biala. Sedri na walka no wetu ho anoma biala anano ontumonko de odene boko korobu na wako akaye ne Sedri no sika asam no so wayedin aha ne de wa fa bebre mu onompo de nyankopon na adom masisi ala odan wote wono ono oka ketikiti bi na nka owi osola ne minmu no ontumi menade ontumi ndidi ontumi nyehwe ono de bia eblanko tenti ti de edepend bia de fa tup no na wetumi edidi.
For the past 3 years, one man has been of constant support to him. Eric Oko Hackman. He's been trying to rally support to help Vincent. Vincent's condition depresses him.
The doctor ni bibia no chere order and pass the way no where demo operation no be here $3,000. Which is $3,000. Now ono be 2 years new. Nti by this time the obobo last time the obobo. Nti okoba no chere na nkasa no amani paper there onfon ko kurubu ho ma paper no ma odo kwano was paper na spy. Nti odo osana obebe ye eni bi o se dem scanos habe no obebe twa bi o na odo mesana me do to efru no do ono kromanfo no so yi ya na yen ska na me do suma do fon continue mu no ko na wazame bibi o ye no wase obenya 3,000 on de ya sha se de ye dia trifem ono bibi akokọ no kada mo ba bebre but still ska ya hwe no yen nyai.
Vincent yearns to taste and eat his grandmother's food once again. But who will make this dream come true? For JoyNews, Samuel Kojo Brace, Elsiejo, Ahanta West Municipality, Western Region.
Dr. Joseph Turnbull, a medical director of Efankwanta Regional Hospital, joins me via Zoom on more on this. Doc, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
Now, we're told he had surgery earlier. What could have caused his esophagus to constrict again?
It is difficult to put a finger on what caused the recurrence of the stricture. I mean, as I speak, I don't have a benefit of his medical records, and I haven't seen him physically, so it's difficult to say. But broadly speaking, it depends on what happened during the first instance. So we don't know exactly what intervention he had. We don't know what the outcome of that intervention was. And so it's difficult to speak to it. But generally, strictures of this kind can recur, especially if the outcome of the first intervention was not satisfactory enough. And that is because they would still be walking around with a partial stricture and irritation by solid foods, by acid and all that could cause a recurrence of the original stricture. But in some rare situations, you may have the tissues there undergoing change to become cancerous, and that could cause an even worse stricture than the first. There are situations where the infections cause an enlarging of the lymph nodes around the esophagus, and that could also lead to another stricture. So the causes of recurrence are many.
Okay. All right, and I hear...
Unfortunately, we don't have the bit of his medical record.
Yeah, and I hear that you understand that you say that you don't have,
Hello, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm saying I understand that you don't have his medical records, but looking at how he is, his family doesn't really have the money for a life-saving surgery. Does he have some sort of luxury of time?
I'm afraid not. He doesn't look good at all. You can see that he's emaciated, obviously has serious nutritional challenges. And so we are all sitting on a time bomb. The earlier he had treatment to permanently resolve the situation, the better. As you can see, he's severely underweight. He looks weak. And the inconvenience of tube feeding alone, the psychological and emotional stress that this young man is currently going through, I can imagine. It's terrible. So the earlier we found help for him, the better.
Recently, my colleague Hannah did a similar story about a boy, and on the streets of Accra especially, you'd find people with this condition begging on the streets. So what are the do's and don'ts when someone mistakenly drinks caustic soda? Okay,
so the immediate thing to do when somebody accidentally ingests not just soda, but any substance that is corrosive in nature. So, for instance, acids, bleach, some of the stuff that we use as anti-rust materials, some of the paints and building materials and all that. If somebody accidentally ingests that, the first thing to do is to try and irrigate the esophagus as much as possible with water, just plain water. That's the first thing to do. And I would say that as you do that, you should also be calling for help. Because these kinds of injections can be really serious. As we can all see from the pictures, if it is not treated well enough and early enough, the complications that can arise can be dire. There are people who have died from just ingesting these substances.
Yeah.
And so trying home-made remedies is not the way to go. It's as like I said, as you irrigate the place with ample water, you need to quickly also rush the patient to the nearest emergency center for proper assessment and management. But if you do not have maybe early access to emergency care, things like maybe activated charcoal can be of some benefit.
Okay.
If you have acids, yes, you could also use some of that. But putting things like oils, I know a lot of time in Ghana, when somebody ingests something, we'll let the person drink a huge quantity of palm oil. Would they believe that will solve the situation? That can actually make the matter worse. So the best thing is to head to the nearest emergency center and let the professionals do what they're trained to do.
Doc, thank you so much for your time. Dr. Joseph Tambol is a medical director at the Efa Nkwanta Regional Hospital. To support Vincent Ottobra, you can send funds to 0244 504 290. To send funds to support Vincent Ottobra, you can send the funds to 0244 504 290. Away from that, many people walk this path called life without realizing their dreams. This is not the case for Captain Gariba, who steered his first ship at the age of 19. Captain's story is about risk-taking, resilience, and kindness. From losing colleagues overboard to witnessing bizarre acts on the water, this is the story of Captain Gariba, who is now steering Ghana's Lori Princess 2. Meets 68-year-old Johnson Gariba, the man who steers the popular Dodi Princess 2 that cruises Lake Volta. He's been steering boats for 49 years. This is his story.
My first time of seeing a ferry crossing, I was to cross the ferry and then go to a table boat training. When I saw the boat carrying big trucks, then the one who steers is an old man. And I said, why can't I approach this man so that he will teach me how to steer? Not knowing they were looking for those who have gone to school so that they will train them. So when the superintendent saw me and I told him, they said, oh, but would you like to stop the teacher training? And I said, yes, I want this job.
How old were you when you started this?
19 years.
Convincing his parents was not an easy task, but he decided to follow his heart and take the risk.
They were at the village. And village, a teacher is the spring. So they were still forcing us to be a teacher. When we went to the training and we came, myself and one guy, we passed. That time, a champions region.
The water at night is known to be home to many bizarre creatures. What has he seen?
At times, everybody will be asleep. Then I alone will be on the hams watching. When you reach some place, you see something very red, like ball, but fire. They to come and go round the boat 3 times and then to vanish.
What is that?
At times, when it happens like this, I feel something within my body. Then within this and then I'm okay.
Following your dreams doesn't mean your path will be easy. Sometimes you have to stare death in the eyes.
Otidamanko Bridge. I was to carry the iron rods, cement and other things for them to build that bridge across Bimbila, Oti and then Bimbila. My last day of going there was the day Nanumba Kunkumba War started. The boys that came to discharge the cement, they were Nanumbas. So the Kunkumbas attacked them and I killed a lot of them. But I have to move the boat in that night to Dambai. I was told that I'm a Dagomba person, so the Kunkumbas wanted to kill me. But then it was one commander, Ado. He was the technical director. So I reported to him that this is the situation. Then he told me that I should hold on, I shouldn't go. So I parked the boat there with the passengers, waiting until the call came back that they have instructed soldiers from who to go there and take guide of me.
Even after retiring, the water keeps calling him home.
Immediately I retired at Domi Bridge. They were doing renovation. They brought ferries from this in Netherlands. I was called to come to go on the ferry. After I finished the ferry, then I went to Hajj. I came from Hajj, then Volta Hotel called me to come and handle this Dodi Princess. So still.
So even when you're at retirement, the water called you back home? And this is your home?
Yes, the water is my home.
Next year, Captain Gariba celebrates his Golden Jubilee, and this is how he wants to do it.
If you help me to write a book.
Okay.
The water has buried dreams, stories and bodies. But Captain Gariba's story stays afloat as he sails the calm waters of Lake Volta.
Watching JoyNews today with me, Mapitso Sebidi. Still to come in the bulletin, we'll tell you about Boxing Day, which is about sharing gifts with loved ones. In this bulletin, we take you to Nazareth, to the kitchen of Jesus' mother, Mary. But for many Christians, the mention of towns like Nazareth, Canaan, and Galilee, among others, only exist in the Bible. In fact, there are some who also believe these towns have gone into extinction after the days of Christ. While JoyNews' Emefa Atiamo Eli was among some Jerusalem pilgrims who were awed about the fact that biblical towns such as Nazareth still exist in present day. She got the rare opportunity to visit Mary's kitchen, where the angel appeared to her, and she filed this report from the Holy Land.
The excitement of some residents of Nazareth on seeing a team of tourists from Ghana. Perhaps a typical demonstration that Nazareth, the hometown of Mary, is truly a town of good news, bringing joy to those who live there. In this instance, as Jerusalem pilgrims, the team of tourists from Ghana is there to attest to the divine and indescribable engagement between Mary and the angel. As we make our way through the rather sloping narrow paths of Nazareth, leading us to the Basilica of Annunciation, our hearts exploded with joy. This was evident as many of us seized the opportunity to let our phone cameras capture the thrilling sights. So how do we know whether or not if this is the exact place where that encounter between Mary and Angel Gabriel took place? Our tour guide, Mama Sunny, aka Mama Surprise, is a native.
We believe that that was the place, okay, in this church. This is the Church of the Annunciation, and we believe that that was the church, the house of Saint Mary, okay? Joseph was a carpenter. He used to go all over and work, and she was staying.
Back here in Accra, children in Kumasi could not find a better place to enjoy the festive season than the Kumasi Recreation Park for Love and Share FM Christmas party. Now, there are exciting activities like musical chairs, dance competitions, horse riding, a feel of the stationary airplane as the children socialized among themselves. Organizers of the two-day event are promising a bigger gathering for families to spend quality time and unite on New Year's holiday. Here are highlights from day 2 of the Christmas Kids Party in the park.
So right after church service in commemoration of the birth of Jesus Christ, there was no other place to be than the Kumasi Recreation Park. This is where all the kids have been having a lot of fun. They tell me, in fact, they've been on the trampoline, they've been on the horse riding, they've been on the electric train. Just listen to them.
My auntie brought me here because of my sister's birthday. I came here last week and I told her to bring us today. So I'm having so much fun.
Today I went to church and I came to Recreation Park to have fun. And also I thank the people who did all here, like the Love FM, the Shra FM, and the etc. All of them. I thank you for doing this nice program. And
I climbed the trampoline and I sat down and I faced my face.
I told my mother that I want to come here to have fun. That is why I came here. Me and my sisters were playing.
This place, I'm really having fun. I'm really having fun. Thank you, Daddy and Mom, for bringing me. I like it.
I am having many fans. Some of the fans are like dancing competition, singing competition, and playing. Many people are happy because of Recreation Park. I enjoyed trampoline, dancing competition and singing competition. I love you, Mommy.
So this is the list of the fun activities that have been happening here at the Kumasi Rotary Park. Event organizer for Love and Insura FM, Eric Inkum, is promising an even fun activity on the 2nd of January where we'll be having the family party in the park.
I think it's the 3rd time we're doing it on Saturday and Sunday, and looking at the numbers, I think it's very encouraging. We have the bouncy castles around here, the electric train, the trampoline, and all the fun items that the kids can play with. So parents should expect more. You know, we're going to add on to the kids playing items, because for family party in the park, we know we have a lot of kids coming through. So if we had about 10 of them here today, for family party, we're going to have 20. So all the kids that are coming through will have a lot of these items to play with.
All right, so I couldn't let all the kids have their fun together, and as you can see, I'm even struggling to pull them. It's been a lot of fun. Join us on the 2nd of January. That is when the family party is going to happen right here at the Kumasi Rotary Park. My name is Emmanuel Bright. We just won.
It was profound joy and a memorable moment at the labor ward at the Konfanashi Teaching Hospital as mothers welcomed their bouncing babies in the early hours of Christmas Day. 5 healthy babies were born on this special occasion. The mothers couldn't hide their joy as they received hampers from AO Intermediaries Ghana Limited, a subsidiary of MTN Ghana. Meanwhile, medical bills arrears of 10 nursing mothers at Kath, amounting to 20,000 Ghana cedis, were also paid by AO on Christmas Day. Emmanuel Baikweku has more in this report.
Vociferous, shrill, and welcoming, vagitus, the first cry of a baby on earth, is perhaps the only sound of a cry that brings joy and broad smiles on the faces of a mother, father, and even family. Babies, they say, are gifts from God. But to be born on a day set aside to celebrate the birth of the Savior of mankind must come with a special feeling. At the labor unit of the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital today, these newly born babies share the same birth as Jesus Christ. Mary and Comfort are 2 of the happy mothers.
I am happy to have delivered a healthy baby boy on Christmas Day. I was really happy when I received my baby.
To mark their special day, the IO Intermediaries Ghana Limited, a subsidiary of MTN Ghana, made a donation of items to the newly born babies and footed the medical bills of mothers. The items included baby hampers, IO souvenirs, and a total of 20,000 Ghana cedis medical bills paid for 13 mothers. Francis Guta is the Chief Executive Officer of IO Intermediaries Ghana Limited.
One of the things I'm always proud of and I'm very passionate about is showing care to people and showing love to people, because that's the way that you make positive impact in people's life. So it's something that personally I live by it, and I ensure that every year we do that, you know, to support people, because a lot of things happen, you hear a whole lot of things, but out of kindness is something that you cannot compromise. And
back here in Accra, Boxing Day celebrations are underway at the Ebri Botanical Gardens for Joy FM's family party in the park. It's the biggest family party during the Yuletide, and it promises to thrill revelers with good music and many games. Michael Ashali joins me live to take us around the park.
Yeah, so you're very much welcome to Ebri Botanical Gardens here. This is exactly where you want to be on the 26th of December, Boxing Day, because this is where the Joy FM Fright Tour party in the park is taking place here. Scores of family, many of them, I dare say that we have close to 1,000 individuals here, with many of them coming from different walks of life here. I'll walk you through some of the activities that we'll have here, right from those made for children, babies even, all the way to the aged. Activities made for everyone here. For children, we have bouncing castle, which is somewhere far at the back there. And then there is the iconic helicopter that is in the park here at the Botanical Gardens here, where some children can get to play. But families are already beginning to wind down here at the Botanical Garden. There's music in the background. Those that are hungry have already started eating what they already brought here to enjoy with their families. I'll speak to some of the families real quick here on what exactly is happening here. So right from children all the way to the elderly, you find everybody here. There's an icing on the cake that has been promised, that you get to meet your favorite personalities on TV. So I'll bring you some families that have also already heard from some of them. So this gentleman is already having a good time. I want to believe you having a good time?
I swear I'm having a very big good time. I love this place, you know.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I've been here like 3 times. Yeah, and this is my 4th time, and I'm loving it. Everything is on point, you know. I mean, JoyNews, they are really doing well. Joy FM, party in the park. This place is booming. This place is, oh God, I don't know what to say, you know. Everything is on point. Try to come wherever you are, you have to come.
What about it has got you coming for 4 consecutive times?
You know, the serene and how the organization is being done, everything is on point. So I just can't miss any other year. Every year I have to come. And this place is so lovely. You have your peace of mind, you come with your family, you enjoy this place, everything is good.
Great. I didn't get your name.
My name is Joshua.
Joshua, so Joshua, what do you have lined up for the day? What activities are you going to involve yourself in?
Okay, so far, we are here. This is, let me say, Knights and Ladies of Marshall from Kwabenya, Council 142. So we are here with our ladies and gentlemen. So we have Ludu going on, we have Oware, we have Dami, we have all the activity going on here. The ladies are also playing their own. We have skipping rope, coming up competition. So far I can see that it's only our table that we have all these things going on here. No other table have theirs. And we are going to have a serious competition right now.
Wonderful. Joshua, thank you very much. So Joshua is with this group of people who are here to wind down and have the time of their lives here. Let me teach you some of the ladies. I mean, are you having a fun time?
I'm having fun.
I mean, you came here. Is this your first time?
No, this is not my first time.
I mean, what gets you coming back to Joy FM party in the park?
I saw it on the internet, on your website.
But why did you decide to come again?
We decided to come again because today is a holiday and we chose a Bree Gardens to have fun. And because it's Joy FM, we know it will be super.
Wonderful. Now, what are you looking forward to?
A lot of fun and to distress as well.
Any personality you want to meet?
Lexis Vale.
Okay. Why Lexis Vale?
Because I listened to his program. What's the name? His program?
Drive Time.
Drive Time, yes. And it's fun. It's fun. I want to meet him. I've already met Nathaniel Atto. Yeah.
I hope you meet all of them soon. So those are one of the individuals that are here in the park currently. She's hoping to meet Lexis Bill. I hope she meets Lexis Bill. Let me bring you some children who are also part of their families here in the park. Let me ask them what they are drinking, what they are hoping to also do. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. What's your name?
Anne Akam.
Anne. Okay, great. Anne, so why are you here? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, please.
I see. What are you looking forward to doing today?
See my friends and also learn socialize.
I see. Is this your first time?
Yes.
Okay, so far so good?
Yeah, it's going great.
Well, there are lots of activities. There's cooking competition, there's bouncing castle, there's dancing competition. Which one are you interested in?
Any of them.
Will you dance?
Yeah.
So if I ask you to give me something freestyle, will you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, then give us something small. So Anne here, she's with the Aka family. She's going to give us a small freestyle. Give us a small freestyle. And so you can hear Kojo Yangson's voice in the background. He just took the sound out of one. And thank you very much. I will come back to you later on. But some more families here, there's a promise that you can meet your favorite personalities on air, both on TV and on radio. Kojo Youngson is one of many that people are looking forward to seeing, including Lexis Bale, to interact with these on-air personalities and see how it's going. Well, there's some families, more children that are here. Let me speak to some of them if they can speak to me. How are you doing? Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Well, thank you very much. Yes, so it promises to be fun. I must say, all these people are here to wind down, to make sure that they also have a good time and bond with their families here. Let's see how this really goes. For many of them will be here until what people have said, till mama calls here, until they feel worn out, and then they'll begin to decide to go home here. So it promises to be a fun day, no doubt about it. Many of them are looking forward to doing a lot of activities. I'll bring you some more updates as and when we have it here. Mapitso, over to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Michael Papa Niashali. The Every Botanical Gardens is the place to be, and I'll be heading there right after the news. You're still watching Joy News today. We'll be back after this break.
Hi, welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Now, Christmas is the time of the year when people are expected to be in their homes with their families and friends, but traders in Kumasi believe the moment is a season of reaping even at night. The Central and KGTL markets are still packed late in the night, going beyond what has become a normal daytime trading. Traders believe the night market complements their incomes gained from daytime trade, whilst patrons say things are cheaply sold at night. Clinton Yeboah explores the situation.
To prepare for the Christmas festivities, markets run deep into the night here in Central Markets and in KGTL in Kumasi.
Traders and buyers shared their experience with the Christmas night market.
na me adum dwana ye na do me so afenaja yes sisters for no dey shopping minim sa afie ne engofo bebe nyanto ade dwanye nye sei e kwani ne ro se say bedum po na e beto ade enime ya de asa bebe apaka so ye de ginam 24/7
Said the business in Seacorn. Inside, what they are, a duck, the pardon and TV Maho. Tiana transit the man outside. A monk of why they open. Babo and Chenya Jacka craft fine. You go store for no money and then Sunday, Tiabai, the whole day. What I say another food day and the whole day, but you run some man about market. I go for party out to the science here, but now you have a turn at the Kakra. It's a good and money arrested.
And me baby Christmas shopping because anopano prices no was sure. Ntini e chen a enumre ni aba ba betonton de sika besu ntino eja me buy kakra mitimi to ye enie because anadwana prices no were from me to bola jeans and I'm tops and the belts. I'm not the Ebola jeans there. At least over to many be 70 cedis, 50 cedis. But over in Ray, I bet many be 30, 25 cedis. Aha, you know. Junior pen in Reno.
Mr. Boise, but me age more Colongo. But during Xmas, the holidays mean them. Tell him Rena and then the holidays now. Make us run my family or Boise. But since I know me, Beduk must me say, Nema Bebre or Town, Christmas Nema, any other didn't make the Jacka cry. I made a common bush, and then maybe many bit make us so now, F. Now I was a metal. I did born my idea, Sano. Can you bit matter of Nayo? While the Bedufi and Navy and and yeah, then you have a special additional when you want. Until another time, you are so much when you don't.
Reporting for Joy News, Clinton Yeboah.
Now, the Ghana Institute of Procurement and Supply GIBS has reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring the passage of the draft procurement practicing bill to guide and sanitize the procurement landscape. According to President of the Institute, Simon Annan, the passage of the bill will not only tackle procurement infractions, but also give the right level of backing to practitioners and professionals to go about their functions ethically and professionally. He spoke to Joy Business at the annual general meeting and swearing in of new governing council.
The bill has been drafted, thankfully, by the old executives, and now what we're going to do is to move it to the cabinet and from cabinet to parliament. Now we have as I said, the draft bill. Currently we are doing the stakeholder engagement. We have already engaged PPA, that's Public Procurement Authority, and waiting for their input. We have also engaged a couple of stakeholders which we think they are very relevant to our profession, and one of them that I can talk about is the auditing firm that's very prominent in Ghana here, and we think that if procurement is done properly, the work of audit becomes easier and the country gets value for whatever spend that we are doing. Procurement and supply chain has become more profound in terms of ensuring that there's value for money. And how do we ensure value for money? By moving the processes which are manual to digitization platform. And we're happy that our Vice President had led this agenda for the past years, and PPA, or Public Procurement Authority, has also embarked on what we call the Ghana Electronic Procurement Platform. And as an institute, we are throwing our weight behind that initiative and asking government to accelerate that, because as soon as we move away from paper processes to digitization, it's going to save the country a lot.
Business. More news coming up after this break. Don't go anywhere.
You're welcome back. Let's go to the Western region now, where the Anka's Fancy Festival, also known as Takoradi Masquerade Festival or Takoradi Street Carnival, is held annually from 24 to 26 December in Ghana's coastal Twin Cities, Sekindi, Takoradi. Now, over 30 masquerade groups come together to celebrate unity, diversity and camaraderie among the communities in Sekindi, Takoradi. They do so by displaying their culture and art to the general public through dancing, singing and the use of brass displays. For showbiz today, KMJ joins us live from the Anka's Festival in Sekindi, Takoradi. KMJ, what is happening on the ground?
Okay, so if you can hear me, there's a lot happening over here. As you can hear from the background, the brass band is ready. And we are here at the GSTS, where we are all gathered over here to convention place for most of the masqueraders. We are all convention over here now. What is going to happen is that over 30 masqueraders are all going to parading at the Liberation Street. That is where the main carnival will be happening. And it's actually about 6 of them in the masquerade. We have Unicorn, we have Queen, we have Holy City, we have a lot more who are also here and representing their various groups as well. So Saudi right now, on the streets of Saudi, you will never find anything about masqueraders in beautiful, beautiful costumes, showing to stand our culture when it comes to street carnival and masquerade.
That is KMJ there in Takoradi. But earlier, he came through with a pre-fancy recording. Let's watch it.
I've been walking, man. I've been going around town, and I got to this spot where we have masquerade being made right here in the streets of Takoradi. And of course, what I have over here is the typical traditional masquerade that we used to have. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of foreign influence when I'm talking about the mask, and so people now don't even wear it when they're on the street or they have the uniform on. But when I was growing up, these are the things that scared me the most. I'll see this traditional masquerade and I'll be on my heels. But right now, people come in, they don't even wear the mask, so you're not even scared. But that was really what the masquerade thing was all about. So I'm going to try and see if I can scare you a bit, all right? So let's do this. I'm going to put it on. Chief, hold it from here. Let me put my masquerade on. Okay, so this is me looking this way right now. It doesn't fit me well. Does it fit me? Okay. I can't see you. All right, so this is how I'm going to be looking. But when I remove this, you're going to see a different person. But this is what happens in Tadi. This is what brings the love, the excitement, the energy. And every single person being a part of it every single year. It's been 20 years and they're still making it happen. Right here, I'm going to be interacting with the people over here who are doing it to find out exactly over the years what this has contributed anything in their life when it comes to economic. All right, so before they get running away because they are scared, let me read. All right, so that's my masquerade. Yes, sir.
And that's how we wrap up Joy News today. Let's all head over to the Ebri Botanical Gardens for Joy FM's family party in the park. A ticket is only 100 Ghana cedis for a family of 6. So get up and go. I hope to see you there because that's where I'm heading. We're also still collecting funds for Vincent. You can dial the number and you can also visit our Facebook page where we'll put up the number. My name is Mapitso Sebidi. Enjoy the rest of your day. Marketplace is up next.